Hey, you want the smoke? I got the smoke. Let's talk about it. Hi, everyone, and welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. All right, let's talk about it. Monday Night Raw. It was okay. I'm not gonna say it was over the top. It was okay. There was some good and there was some bad. All right, so let's start with John Cena and Cody Rhodes coming out. Finally, it wasn't a boring session with John Cena just rambling on. And then Cody Rhodes coming out, saying a couple of words, John Cena walking away without doing or saying anything. Tonight was a little bit different. There was some serious words exchanged. Well deserving because they need to build this match. I think people were getting bored. So now finally they are starting to pick that back up. They have 19 days for WrestleMania and let's get it going. And when I say they needed to put hands on each other, Cody got the crossroads on him, maybe next week or the Monday before WrestleMania, that they have one of them brawls with a breakup, just to bring the crowd back in, just bring people back into that match because it was so boring. I mean, after, the Elimination Chamber when Cody got the tar beat out of him, there was nothing, no more action. Haven't seen The Rock or anything like that, so they had to pick it up. Something had to pick up. So tonight they picked up a little bit. Let's see where it goes from there. And then we got the New Day coming out. I kind of like their new song and everything. And it's, they're coming into their own. They need to do a little bit more heel stuff. And then they wrestle against the New Catch Republic, which is back together. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates, back together again. So we'll see how that goes and stuff. And, Tyler Bates being out for the last, 9 months? He's been gone for a while. It was okay match. Nothing to really squabble about or anything like that. No storyline between the two teams. And they just had to put, the New Day over and stuff, so it makes it a little bit better for them to deal with the War Raiders, for WrestleMania for the tag team titles. And I am just thinking that, the New Day needs to get a little bit more heelish, as they're moving on. They're a great team. They have the capabilities of being a good heel team. They just need to get it, in gear. So then we get the Jimmy Uso and the Gunther match. Gunther beats the tar out of Jimmy. Jimmy gave us his best and stuff, but we know Gunther. And Gunther, a stepping stone. Only to bring Jay out to the match and then cuff Jay to the ropes to watch Gunther beat the tar out of his brother Jimmy. And he beat him to a bloody pulp. And there was nothing that Jay could do about it. But Jay did say that he was going to whoop his tail, at WrestleMania. So I'm thinking that that's what's going to happen. I think at WrestleMania, Jay wins that title and stuff. It just has to happen that way, because if it doesn't, then what was good for the storyline and stuff as far as, Jay and then being main event Jay Uso. And so even though they're not main eventing WrestleMania, that's crazy how that's not going to be main event, but it's going to be a match anyway. Every match at WrestleMania should be a match that could be a, main event match at any PLE that they have, or even on Raw or SmackDown. So, with that said, Jimmy got beat up. Jay's going to have fight for redemption and win that title from Gunther and be a world champion. which is great. He needs that title around his belt. How long he'll keep it, we'll see. And then we had the Penta Braun Breaker against Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor. The match was an okay match. Actually, it was pretty good. Even though Penta and Braun Breaker are not a tag team, the match was decent. But that Braun Breaker, when he gets to moving and hits you with that spear, I don't care who you are, you're going down. And believe you me, Braun Breaker is going to be a star in the WWE. From being an Intercontinental title holder, I'm sure he's going to hold one of the world titles soon. So, and please, if you agree with me, hit me up with a comment. If you don't agree with me, hit me up with a comment. Please, but don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Okay? Please, subscribe. All right, then we have AJ Styles calling out Logan Paul. We know Logan Paul is arrogant. He's going to say some crazy far-off stuff and everything. But he tells AJ Styles, you want to fight him, he's got to take it to the next level. He points at the WrestleMania sign. And then he tries to kick AJ Styles. AJ Styles seemed like he was ready for that. And then AJ does what he does. He started beating the tar out of Logan Paul. But coming through the ring, he gets hit with the ropes between the legs, and Logan Paul nails this beautiful finisher on him. I mean, it's going to be great. So I figure anybody gets hit with that, it's a done deal. You're not getting up, because he laid AJ Styles out. So you could count to 100 and stuff. But it's going to be a good match. I'm glad they got this, and this should be a good match at WrestleMania. On what day? We're not sure yet. They haven't really given the cards. We do know that one of the matches are going to be on night one as the main event, and that's, the match with CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. And we'll see how that works too. I think there's more behind that. But anyway, and then you got Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and the special referee, Bianca Belair. I guess Bianca did a halfway decent job as, the referee, knowing that she's not a referee. She's never refereed a match, and you can tell in the match. The match itself, for it to be for a world title and going on to WrestleMania, it looked like a mid-card match, and there was some missed spots and everything. I'm glad nobody got hurt, because there were situations to where, Io could have gotten hurt from whatever they were trying to do from the top rope. I don't know what they were trying to do, but I'm glad it didn't get done. I mean, there was a few missed spots in that match for the match to be set up the way it should be for WrestleMania. But it ends in a double disqualification, and Rhea laying out Bianca and Io Sky again. And I don't know. I don't want to see a triple threat, but that's the road that we're going down. So it is going to be a triple threat. Please subscribe, like, share, hit that bell, leave a comment. Let me know. Talk to me. Tell me how you're feeling about it and stuff. We can talk about this up until WrestleMania. So please subscribe, like, and share. Leave a comment. Peace and blessings, and I'll see you on the next video.